Abiding in humility, a study on James 4 verse 7. A study of James 4 verse 7 takes us to the core of the Christian life, humility. It states, "Therefore submit to God. Resist the devil and he will flee from you." These words point to a fundamental truth. Submission to God is the essential characteristic of living a victorious life. As we explore this passage, let us recognize the significance of the instruction to submit to God. It is an invitation to abide in the presence of God and to walk under His authority. Submission does not imply lack of freedom, but emphatically declares our trust in the sovereignty of God as the ultimate source of true joy and peace. We resist the devil by submitting to God. We recognize our vulnerability to temptation and recognize the necessity of relying on God's strength and wisdom to withstand the trials of life. As we align our hearts and minds with God's truth, His Spirit is unleashed in us, giving us the power to resist sin's attack and the strength to overcome even the most formidable of obstacles. But our journey does not end here. Following submission to God comes the promise that, as James says, the devil will flee from you. This is a reassurance that authentic surrender to God yields victory in the battle with darkness. We can take heart that, when we choose to submit to God, the forces of evil must flee in the presence of His powerful light. Let us be encouraged to embrace humility as a defining principle of our walk with God. As we submit to Him and live in obedience to His word, we have the assurance that we will overcome the enemy and experience the fullness of His blessings. As we walk in humility and faith, we can trust in His promises to deliver us from evil and lead us into a life of abundant victory and joy.